Hello vinyl community, I'm back to do recent vinyl finds. Some of them are things that I bought online and some are stuff that I got in big piles of records. So yeah, here we go. First of all, I want to thank 78 RPM blog or Björn. I won his 500 subscribers contest and he sent me 3 records as a prize. So thank you so much, Björn. And this is what I got. The first one is really cool in my opinion because this is... I think of Björn when I see this. Las Vegas Trio, a Swedish comical band from the early 90s. And actually my girlfriend loves these guys. They did a Christmas LP that she always plays at Christmas time. So thank you so much for that one, Björn. Fabro Belå, also a Swedish band utan filter. Yeah, rock, indie rock maybe, something like that, in the early 90s as well. I thought this was so-so, but I listened to the entire thing. Thank you so much. Never heard Fabro Belå before, but the record that I really enjoyed was this one, 69 Purple Fishes. Gatefold, backside, vinyl. I knew about this because Björn showed this. I think he went on a concert up north in Sweden and saw these guys, and I was really intrigued by especially the cover. But I didn't buy it. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. Good old rock and roll, a little bit like Hendrix, or maybe more towards the stoner rock. But really good. Solid songs. I enjoyed the hell out of that. So thank you so much, Björn, for the records. As some of you may know, I'm reading this compendium by Julian Cope. Now, I read a chapter from this one that made me buy 2 records. And the 2 records I bought were Blue Shear's Vincebus Eruptum, I don't know, yeah, classic album. I don't need to talk about this too much. This is the Sunday's reissue, mono reissue, and I think the pressing of this is so-so. It doesn't sound that good on my system, but I have nothing to compare it to, so I don't know if the original also sounds a little bit crappy. Garage rock, 3-piece band, really awesome, almost a little bit like metal-y, punkish, MC5, solid LP, really good, highly recommended. And if you already have that one, you need this one as well. Also recommendation from Mr. Cope. Outside Inside, the follow-up to that one, also Sunday's reissue. And I got them for a really good price at Amazon. It's a little bit like this. You stumble upon genres. I didn't mean to get into jazz and buy a lot of jazz, but I just keep on finding these pretty cheap jazz records. So I bought a lot of jazz recently. So here's some of them, or the first one actually. This is Les McCann and Eddie Harris, Swiss Movement, recorded live at Montreux, 1969. Yeah, and there's the backside there. And I enjoyed this. I listened to it today just to really remind me of how it sounded. I really think it's good. It's not my cup of tea, you know, but it's not a 10, you know, but it's a 6 or a 7 or something like that, in my opinion. So, you know, check it out if you like that sort of jazz. A little bit smoother, more down the line of, you know, ordinary jazz. And another one from a same seller. I bought a lot of records from Thomas. Thank you so much. Relaxing with Miles Davis Quintet, early 80s, late 70s reissue of this one on Prestige. Sounds terrific, and I really enjoyed this one with John Coltrane, Red Garland, Paul Chambers, and Phil Joe Jones. Really good. So I'm really digging into those early Miles, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it, but I still prefer the electric period. Next one, John Garbarek and Bobo Stensson Quartet, Dansare. This is a ECM, mid-70s, and a little bit Yeah, you can see by yourself there. It's not in perfect condition, but the vinyl is in perfect condition. It's really, really good. You also have Paladoniason on bass and Jon Christensen on drums. This I really enjoyed so much. It's awesome. If you don't have this and you like the ECM releases, get this one from 1975, recorded in Oslo. 76. One of those records that you find, you play, you know nothing about, and they just blow you away. And I think that ECM is like so. Sometimes it's really, really good, and sometimes it's just okay. But this one was one of those really, really good releases. Visitor. So halftime in. I'm really enjoying my vacation. I have 3 weeks and I'm on the 4th day or something like that, and I really, really needed it. I feel relaxed, and I don't have so much stuff planned, so it's gonna be a lot of listening to vinyl, sorting. I'm gonna sell some stuff on eBay just to get some money in. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying my free time. Next and the last jazz record I'm going to show you today, also a ECM release. It's Pat Metheny's Bright Size Life. His first solo record, I think, from 1976. Again, it's 1976. And you also have Jack Pastorius and Bob Moses on this one. And I enjoyed this one as well. You know, Pat Metheny plays good. Yeah, really, really good. And Jack Pastorius is playing good bass on this. Not taking over, you know, lead on this one, but those small like bass nuances in the background there just really makes the record so really, really good. And drummer is awesome. Highly recommended. Also a good ECM release. Going back to some rock, and I bought this for dirt cheap, Working Man's Dead by Grateful Dead. I already have a US original of this. This is a German press, and it's actually let's see here, a promo, I think, because the stamp there says Provskiva, test record. So and in very good shape, and I bet I can flip this on Swedish eBay, because yeah, for more than I gave for it. So that's my plan with Working Man's Dead, but you know, solid rock record or country rock or whatever you want to call it. One of those classic rock albums. I don't collect compilation records. I don't like them. I don't need them in my collection. But some of them is, you know, really good for some reason or another. This one I don't need. I think the seller just sent this to me. I didn't want it at all. Pop Music Festival, Sly and Family Stone, Spirit, Poco, Chase, Argent, Edgar Winter. Those bands, kind of lousy recording or press, nothing fancy or good at all. This is going in a big pile of records I'm gonna try to sell as one chunk. So can't recommend that at all. But the next one, this was one of those compilation records that I just you have to have in the collection if you like these kind of records, and it's Picnic: A Breath of Fresh Air. Now, first of all, this is a sample record by Harvest, 2 LP set from like early 1970, and the cover is by Hypnosis or whatever you want to pronounce it as. But yeah, so a classic record cover, gatefold, by some samples and a writing up there. But yeah, records are in great condition, and the jacket is so. But I'm happy because here's songs on this that I can't afford the original ones of the records. So this is a perfect sample. Other than like Deep Purple and Barclay James Harvest and Pink Floyd, you also have Pretty Things, Roy Harper, Bakerloo, awesome rock band. Bakerloo only released one record, and it's so damn expensive if you want that record. Kevin Ayers, Syd Barrett, and you also have Quatermass, a heavy rock prog group, only released one record I think as well, and one of them is kind of Swedish heritage, Quatermass. So samples from records that I don't think I'll ever afford or will buy. So it's nice to have some songs of them on vinyl. And Hypnosis, the record cover, so perfect compilation album for only $3. So great price. The first one I was really pleased with is a dirt cheap record in Sweden. You can find this for just a couple of bucks, but I never bought it, and this was like, yeah, really cheap. Anders Arlof, Det drivna pianot. A Swedish soft fusion record. Inner sleeve. And label on the Manifest label. Now, this is like a collective of musicians or pals, really, getting together in one of the musicians, I think, his parents' living room, recording it on a mobile recording device or like a van, just like the Rolling Stone van. And yeah, beautiful music, good playing, just yeah, a good solid Swedish prog fusion record. So this is definitely one of those records that I will try to get when the price is right to send to people. It's a good record if you want to you know, explore how the Swedish fusion and prog scene was like in the 70s. The last two is, I really need this artist's first record, because that's a Swedish prog masterpiece in my opinion. It's just that good. Now, the other records by her is not that good, but I was pleased with, the price was right by Thomas. Thank you again, Thomas. You know, condition okay. So I went for them, and it's not the best records in my collection, but here's Turid, a famous Swedish prog singer and songwriter, sounding a little bit like Joni Mitchell, with that unique kind of voice that no one had in Sweden back in the day. And she got famous for it. Now the first record is just a lot of great musicians, solid songs, unique, experimental, but these are more like folk songs, not so interesting in my opinion. But you put this on, you listen to it, it's just mediocre, and there's one song that just hits you in with like a fist in the mouth. Vakna mitt barn, Wake Up My Child, the last one on the first side, with Kenny Håkansson on electric guitar from Kebnekaise. That one just, yeah, a really good folk prog song by Turid, so definitely worth getting just because of that song. And I also got her, that's the third record, and I also got the fifth record, I think, Tisla från Tundran. And this is the last one that she really did on Metronome, and this is not good. There's not a, yeah, maybe one song that was okay on the second side, but I can't recommend this. And I will thank Ulla for signing her name at the throat of Turid. Idiot. I have to show you the Silence label, one of those famous labels with a bit of a twist there by Turid. Playing in the background, I've talked about this before, but this is, I found this dirt cheap in perfect condition, Jakob Hellman och Stora Havet, one of the best pop records ever recorded in Sweden, and everyone knows it. And I love this record, just so damn good. And I'm super glad that I got a great copy for just like $3 of this one. So now I have two, but my first one is, there's a tiny scratch on one song actually that takes a little bit, so, but now I have a perfect. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers and people that sent me messages. I'm a bit into the new pile that I'm gonna show you, so I think I'll be back in just a couple of days to show you a new recent vinyl finds, because it's been a while since I showed you these ones, and I also have a bunch of records coming in the mail. One VC member knows what I'm talking about, because he sent them. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Please leave me comments. That's why we're here. And talk to you soon. Bye.